Come on. We did go for a walk in between videos. If you're new to my channel, my name is Val with Eternal Transformations Tarot. This is Mandy Pants. Good old Mandy Pants. My psychic sponge. Always watching. Always watching. Down. Hey, down. Hey, down. Hey. We're obviously night owls. That's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah. Okay. So tonight, we are going to be doing an energy check-in. This is mostly because I have been extremely behind on videos. We are going to be starting, Mandy, you can lay down or you can go out back. Lay down. Mostly because I left off with Gemini and Libra. We're going to be doing those first, and you are still going to get your 2021 horoscope readings. However, please understand, I am not here to tell your future. I am here to tell you about future energies that will be coming, and it is about your reaction to it. Okay? You have free will, my friend. Mandy, it is time to lay down. Please don't look at me like that. Lay down. Go on. Lay down. Mandy. We'll go for another walk after this one, okay? She has extra energy today. You have to understand, she is my psychic sponge. So as I pull energy in from you guys, she pulls that in too. If you didn't get to see Sunday church today, it was amazing. So we're going to start out as I call out your sign. Please give a thumbs up so you can resonate with people in the soul tribe. My main reason for being here is to support you guys, the soul tribe. But the only way to do that is if you're actually starting to resonate as a tribe. This was shown to me earlier today. So we are going to be using 4 different decks. I don't know which one I'm going to be pulling for each sign. It is the only reason I'm using 4 decks. And remember, there are 78 cards in each deck. The only reason I'm using 4 decks is so that we have fresh energy, but I don't want to keep the energy. Believe me, I have more than 12 decks, but we want to use 4 decks so that you can pick the one you relate with. I'm picking my 4 favorite decks. The only one I'm excluding, and probably my favorite tarot deck. Well, my favorite tarot deck is the David Bowie tarot. However, my favorite learning deck is the Vice Versa Tarot. We will not be using that today. I feel like it's not going to be beneficial. Okay, so we're going to be using the Light Seer Tarot. The David Bowie Tarot. The Radiant Wise Traditional Tarot. And I have no idea what made me pick this one, and frankly, I think it's Witch's Wisdom Tarot. Now, if the deck you want is not on your sign, please do not get deflated. Do not let that cloud your view of what you're hearing. Release all expectation, right, of this reading, and let them blow your mind. It is a let them. That's the free will part. Let them blow your mind. So let's all take a big old deep belly breath. Belly, not chest. Up your spine, out your crown chakra. Release all expectation of this reading so that you can get the true answers and not the egoic ones, right? So, Gemini. Gemini, who are my Geminis out there? Calling in Gemini spirit guides. Sun, moon, rising, of course, but what do you resonate with? Do you resonate with your sun? Do you resonate with your moon? Do you resonate with your rising? What is pulling you in here? Gemini. Gemini. We'll be using the Starseed David Bowie Tarot to pull a few cards for Gemini. These are going to, I do go back and read every comment, but for the video production, I don't want to read every comment and answer every question. However, I do go back and read them. Please trust my moderators to answer your question. For my Geminis out there, the Starman, the first card, this is equal to the Magician, okay? And you can see this. So the man who created this deck was the man who created all of David Bowie's artwork, okay? His name is David DeAngelis. And I love how he has this new creation being born within him, right? This is very much as above, so is below. Look at the energy flowing to him as he creates, as you are magically creating. Okay, so Gemini, I'm feeling, and I'm going to read very intuitively as I'm going through this. I'm feeling like you've had a block to your creation, whatever that is. Ooh, something buzzed. I felt it. This is it. The sun. Look at the similarity. Look at the similarity in the energy field here. Okay. So for many of you Geminis, you're tapping into your energy in a way that you never have before. These are also both major arcana cards. The sun is considered to be the most positive card in the deck. What I'm going to tell you, Gemini, my darling, is that your energy is expanding. You are becoming more powerful. I talked about this today in Sunday church. So now I'm very happy I did, because this is hitting you on a very personal level. As your energy internally is expanding, it is stretching you, right? It is stretching you. And what I mean by that is you may be going through energetic growing pains, right? Energetic growing pains. If you're a Gemini, your energy is expanding. You know, if you watch my Gemini videos, I say very often, Geminis get a bad rap. Geminis get called two-faced, they get called backstabbing, they get called all kinds of things. But no, Geminis are chameleons who know how to change their energetic makeup in order to make a person feel more comfortable to show themselves. Geminis have an almost obsessive-like quality to want to see someone's true nature, and they will change, chameleonize their energetic makeup to make that person feel more comfortable with showing them their true selves. Your energetic capacity is growing. If you have felt swallow your spit, Val. Sorry, I'm very authentic on here. If you're new to my channel, you will get used to that. If you're a Gemini and your energetic capacity is growing, you are going to be feeling very uncomfortable in your own skin because you are chameleonizing right now, okay? You're chameleonizing to the new energetic frequency that is shining outwards from you, okay? Be okay with this. Be okay with this. And what I mean by that is when you push against this new stretching and pulling, you are going to be fighting against the current. Yet when you flow with it, when you flow with this new energetic pulling and stretching, you will be moving with the current. So the current within you is changing. And I'm saying this because please understand, I don't generally do specific love readings, relationship readings, things like that. I am here to assist you in your spiritual transformation. Also understand, because I've had a lot of emails on this recently. People want love readings, and it's just, if it comes out, beautiful. But what I want you to understand is your spiritual transformation is what's going to enable you to have the love that you actually want, that your soul is truly desiring, okay? So as your physical body, your physical vessel is literally transforming and growing, there may be pain, there may be even physical pain to this light within you that is growing beyond capacity. Look how tiny she is. Look how tiny her physical body is, and how large her energetic presence has grown to be, right? And what do I always say, you guys? You are not your thoughts. You are the thing. You are the thing. watching your thoughts. Your higher self is expanding in capability and energetic frequency. You touch much more than you know, which means that your abilities and powers are growing therefore. Okay, this is the card of manifestation. The Starman, that's the card. This is the Magician. This is the card of manifestation. You are a vessel for things to happen. They are expanding your vessel, your energetic field, right? So that you may affect more on a greater level. Now, I'm going to pull one Radiant Wise to clarify the Sun and the Starman for Gemini. And then we are going to move on to Libra. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Ah, lovely. You're expanding. My cup overfloweth. It's almost as if you don't have the capacity to hold all of the energy that will be flowing through you soon. You do. You do. They're saying allow yourself to expand. Allow yourself to overfloweth, right? To overfloweth. Allow your vessel to expand. Allow your energetic field to expand. Allow your cup to overfloweth so that you can receive that which you are meant to receive. The thing is, what I'm seeing very clearly here is some of you, you want more for yourself, yet you put these strange, and I'm seeing this very clearly, boundaries and boxes around yourself, around your expectations. Okay, thank you. I have a spirit guide here for Gemini saying you are putting a box around your expectations. And therefore, that box translates into every other facet of your life. So if you are a Gemini and you are feeling physical pain, okay, for instance, Muse, I hope you're here today. I haven't gotten a chance to look at the comments. She is one of our fellow soul sisters who has fibromyalgia. Her body, her vessel, it always reminds me of, there's this part in that movie about Argentina and Eva Perón. What is it called? With Madonna and that hot Hispanic guy. I can't remember the name of the movie. Don't cry for me, Argentina, that movie. But she says in the movie, there's this one part, and it always reminds me, now that I see it, I've been watching that since I was 11. I think I was 11 or 12 when that came out. But there's a Muse, our friend, our soul sister Muse. Oh, she is here. Mwah, I love you, Muse. We all love you. We all are rooting for you consistently. She is quite famous in her area. I wouldn't say, I don't know. I don't know Turkey, but she's from Turkey, and she was on Turkish American Idol, all of that. She has this amazing voice, but her body is breaking down. And there's this part in that movie, and Muse, I would very much, any Gemini out there, I would very much suggest you go watch that. What is that movie called? Evita. Yeah. So it had horrible reviews, but it was actually a fantastic movie. I thought, personally, I loved that movie. I love the history of Argentina. Anyway, I love that movie. If you're a Gemini, I suggest you go watch it. There's this one part at the very end of the movie where she's dying. And in her mind, she's dancing with Antonio Banderas. Couldn't think of his name earlier. She's dancing with him. And he is sort of the devil's advocate in the movie. Like he's her negative, he's kind of like where her self-criticism, like what she that's what people don't understand the movie. He is the criticism. He is the devil's advocate. And she's not perfect. She's not saying I'm perfect, but there's this part where she says, what's the point of the strongest heart in a body that's falling apart? And then she says something to the effect of, it's a serious flaw. I hope you know that. And she's talking to God when she says that. It's a serious flaw. I hope you know that. The point is, what are you doing with the strongest heart in the very short time you have, right? Your vessel is very important, but if it lasts 20 years or 100 years, what's the point of it if you are not utilizing it to its fullest capacity? Her victimization's coming out there, Gemini. Her victimization, what is the point of a strongest heart in a body that is falling apart? She's saying, I could save this country if you would let me. But you are not the savior, my love. You are not the savior. And that's okay. That's okay. Understand that. Take that within yourself. Take that within yourself and understand whatever's going on in your life right now. Whatever's going on in your life right now, are you making the most of every moment? The magician coming out saying, we are sending power through you. We are sending energy through you. New creation is being born within you every moment, male or female. I love that this is a male with a fetus in his belly, right? We are sending this energy into your capacity is expanding. But as you resist that, as you resist this growth in energy, your body may scream at it. So if you're having physical disabilities, that's something to look at. I also want you to understand that there is someone breaking through a barrier here. There's someone breaking through a barrier here. Someone's realizing their potential and their power, and your cup is going to be overflowing very soon. For Libra. So we used this one to clarify for the Starman. So I'm going to shift these around, and we will next use the Starman to clarify for that. All of the cards used, I'm going to put aside, which is very difficult for me because I always usually put them back and then reread. I'm not trying, that's why I'm using 4 decks. I'm not trying to take away cards for you guys, okay? I'm not trying to take away cards, but I'm feeling very strongly like I need to put them aside. For Libra, please. For Libra, I am feeling the Light Seers Tarot. All of these decks are below if you like them. For Libra. Everybody take a big old deep breath. Even if it's not your sign, take a deep breath anyway to clear that energy for our sisters and brothers in the soul tribe. In between signs, please take a big deep belly breath. Release all expectation of this reading. Okay. Interesting. Look what came out again. So we have Death and the Hierophant. That came out. The rest are upside down. Those are the only 2 upright. I'm going to pull one more. So what I'm seeing here is for my Libras out there, you have experienced some intense trials in which, okay, so this is for my Libras and my soul tribe that you're resonating with my channel and you resonate as a shadow worker. How many Libras do I have out there? Give me a hand, give me a thumbs up or a palm up. For my Libras out there, your intense shadow work, the traumas that you have experienced in this life, that you came here to experience in this life, are the exact reason why you are the teacher you are today. People watch you. More than you know. And my darling Libras, you're so humble. You really are. You're so humble. You're all about the Libras in my past that I have one of my best friends in the world. In fact, 2 of my best friends in the world are Libras. You care about everyone but yourself. And the one time that you give 2 shits about yourself, everyone attacks you, right? That's how it feels. My experiences with Libras are they are consistently attacked the one time that they try to do me. Like they do. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm just doing me, right? What they want you to understand here is that is part of your shadow work. For many of you out here, okay, you have done You've had a death and a rebirth. You've had a death and a rebirth. And when I say a death and a rebirth, I'm talking about the death of your victimization. Again, go watch my Sunday church this morning that I did at 11. The death of your victimization. You started saying, you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. And notice how it's a whole different world inside there once you let go of the victimization. And on top of that, once you let go of the consistent codependency, right? I'm feeling like someone out there has broken free from a codependency. And I feel like this codependency came from ancestors way before you. I'm feeling like especially there's someone out there that you're understanding what I'm saying. You had your mother, your grandmother, maybe it could be on the paternal side, but I'm very much feeling the maternal side of trying to break free of this old cycle of codependency, of saying, if I'm not needed, I'm not worthy, right? That's what codependency is. Someone must need me or I am worthless. And you've broken free from that. And now you are teaching, not through necessarily words and actions, maybe you are, but more so through how you are living your life. How you are living your life. More people watch you than you think. More people are watching you than you think. You have found joy in the death of your ego. Good job, Libra. Good job. And finally, justice. Oh, yes. Yes, justice, Libra. Beautiful. Okay, now notice here. You used to have this, and I'm not saying that's a negative, but you have realized, oh, I have a whole different side to me. I have a whole different side to me. These scales of balance are within you on a micro level and outside of you, okay? And outside of you. Lovely. Please understand that your dark side needs just as much love, right? I feel like some of you out there are saying her face is triggering you. I've had a few Libras that are like, oh, she's triggering me, right? This is, okay, so here's your codependent side, which takes all the BS that everyone throws at you. And here is, if this is triggering you, then you absolutely must step into that. Notice her face. Right? Give your shadow side some love, because people are watching you. They don't need your help. You're helping people most in the way that you're taking care of you. Okay? Okay. I'm going to clarify with, keep rotating these. I'm going to clarify with the Everyday Witch Tarot for Libra. And next up will be whoever comments with their horoscope next. Clarify Libra, please. Clarify Libra, please. Okay. Second time now. Second time now we've gotten the Magician. You have the power. Pisces is next. You are the above and below. You translate that power. Codependent no more, right? That's a great book, by the way. Codependent no more. Everyone else's circumstances has nothing to do with your happiness. And if it does, okay, that's something to look at. If it does, that's something to look at. If you are consistently like this, when everything is going on in your life, especially when outside circumstances and outside individuals, this is coming in very clearly, outside individuals who are affecting your energetic field and happiness, please understand that there's a part of you inside that is saying, oh, I am pissed off. Getting triggered, y'all. Getting triggered deep down. You may look like this on the outside, but please give her some validity. Give that trigger side some validity. You hold the power, my love. You are the power. Beautiful. Pisces is next. Pisces is next. Oh, these are going to be hard to put back together. I better put them sort of like I'm setting them all aside, but I don't want to push them all together like that. Okay, next up will be Pisces, and we will be using the radiant. Oh, you know what? I don't know. This one, I felt it. We will be using the Everyday Witch Tarot for Pisces. Everyday Witch for Pisces, please. Call upon your spirit guides. Big old deep belly breath. Give me a hand up or a thumbs up if you're a Pisces. Or if you have Pisces strong in your chart and you resonate with your Pisces. Queen of Pentacles. Very much representing earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But what I'm seeing, or what I'm immediately feeling here, is again kind of like, that's why I'm glad I kept these to the side here, your dual side. Pisces opposite sign is Virgo. Okay, so that's very much like, here you are, Pisces, and your opposite is coming out, Virgo. So that's the first thing that I felt here. Queen of Pentacles, extremely grounded, kind of the opposite of Pisces, right? Pisces is very intuitive. They go with the flow. This woman right here knows, yeah, there's going to be bad and good times, but I'm grounded. I have my sanctuary. I know my spot. I am consistently, here's the key word, consistently abundant. They're saying that very loudly. You forget that. You allow, okay, thank you. And please don't take this as an attacking when I say you, okay? But someone out there is allowing your outside circumstance to affect your energetic level and your abundance in a way that is very unlike you. Unlike you. You are allowing outside circumstances to affect you and your energetic and emotional intelligence even. Okay? Queen of Swords. So 2 queens now. Ooh, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy, 2 queens. Queen of Swords, yeah, getting way up in your head. And possibly even, something is stuck on my boob here. Oh my goodness, 3 queens, y'all. 3 queens. Look at the cat sitting at her feet, for she is magical. A dragon at her back. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. So we have Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and Queen of Wands. So Queen of Fire, Queen of Earth, and Queen of Air. What is funny is the only queen missing is Queen of Cups. You, Pisces. Why are you missing in this equation? Why are you missing in this equation? Why are you missing in this equation? Because you're fully developed in your water element. What they're trying to say is, are you developing your other elements? Are you grounded? And this is for male or female, please understand. Are you grounded? Are you connected to your intuition and to your spirit guides? Are you passionate? Do you have verve? Do you have zest for life? Now, I also want to say, remember how I was talking about outside forces, outside energies are affecting you and determining the projection and trajectory of your destiny. These court cards, 3 queens, I'm not even going to say what 3 queens means in traditional tarot because it kind of ticks me off. It talks about like shadiness, and it's kind of low vibration. And it's not true. Okay, I'm going to say that. But I will say there are outside people who are affecting your... I apologize. I have a spirit guide here talking. Outside forces, and especially outside people And I feel like these are people you're close to. People even that you look up to, such as a mother, a boss, a coworker, a friend. These are people that you are looking up to. And specifically women. My door just is slowly swinging open right now. It's freaking me out. Um, but these women or not, they may be men, but these people that you are looking up to, I want you to ask yourself, Pisces, are you attempting to draw them in, meaning that I am emulating what I want to be, which in some ways can be okay, but make sure you know thyself first. You cannot emulate someone else unless you know thyself, right? And secondly, are they speaking to you? And I don't mean that they would necessarily, please take that into account, necessarily, they may be, but I don't think they would necessarily be trying to tear you down. However, I do feel like some of you are being criticized at a level that is undermining your emotional intelligence and also your ability to move forward on your path. Okay, so this is very much speaking, Pisces, of garnering the abilities available to you that you're unaware of. Okay, now what I mean by that is the only queen that didn't show up, and no water, we will see, I'll pull one clarifier, no water showed up. We have Queen of Earth, Queen of Air, and Queen of Fire. They're saying there's so much more available to you. You have so many more gifts awaiting to be unlocked than you know. And if anyone is telling you otherwise, if anyone is making you feel less than, it's time to rise up. It is time to rise up. Because Pisces, you have an ability to draw upon these three. Okay? Beautiful. Let's pull one clarifier. We will pull a clarifier from the Starman. One clarifier, please, for Pisces, for these three queens. For these three queens, please. One clarifier for Pisces. This at the back. We pulled this today in Sunday Church. Justice. Okay? Justice. Notice, Justice is standing here holding her brain in one hand and her heart in the other. Are you balancing your passion, your intuition with your logical mind? With your logical mind. This woman is telling you, you have so much more to draw upon. Look at the energy shooting up through her, clearing her. However, I want to point out here, and it doesn't say anything about this in the book, and I don't say this every time. I've only said it once or twice before, I think. But do you notice how the energy is shooting through her and it stops right around her sacral chakra, and there's this blank out in her solar plexus chakra, and then it continues up into her heart. Where's the courage? Remember what John Wayne said. Courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway. Make sure to balance the brain, which will send you false fear signals due to fight or flight and the experiences that you have had in your past, Pisces. They are not going to reoccur unless you draw them in. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? Right? Lovely. Okay. Next up will be, what was that, Pisces? So what's next? Next up. Keep moving these through the roll. Thank you, Brother Raymond. Thank you so much, Raymond. Thank you so much. Beautiful, brother. Work on that sacral. Oh, I know so many Raymonds that are Pisces. That's so funny. So funny. Okay. Aquarius and then Capricorn. Aquarius and then Capricorn. Aquarius, we are using Radiant Wise Tarot for Aquarius. Radiant Wise Tarot. This is very much the traditional tarot, but I like the colors better, and there's also no borders, which I love. I love borderless cards. You'll see most of my cards are borderless. I felt something buzz. It went back in. It'll come back. Don't worry. It always does. Take a big old deep belly breath, Aquarius. Up your spine, out your crown chakra. Release all expectation of this reading so that they can blow your mind. Okay. Aquarius. Interesting. Okay, we have death. Let me get a hands up for Aquarius. Raising the roof, Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Look at that. This is the age of Aquarius, right? Feels like everything around us, this huge transformation. As above, so is below. You are going through an intense transformation right now, okay? You're still in it, my love. You are still in it. Notice the swords of the Nine of Swords going through her heart chakra, her throat chakra, and her crown chakra, okay? So not only did it originate in her heart, this pain originated in your heart, it is affecting the way that you are honest with yourself, telling the truth to yourself, right? And then this sword right here is going through her crown chakra. It is blocking how you receive energy, okay? Blocking how you receive energy. They are wanting you to understand your trauma, this death experience right here. This is very much when I talk about it did not happen to you, but for you, right? I know how much that can trigger people. I get a lot of emails on that. I know how much that triggers you because I'm not trying to devalidate what you went through. I'm not trying, what you went through has validation. It has validation. What they want you to understand is the greater good of this validation, right? The greater good of this validation. And then here's what's interesting. Next out, we have defensiveness, right? They want you to see how much these old traumas, and I say these because I do feel like there are more than one. I do feel like there are more than one traumas that have contributed to this transformational growth. They are clouding your vision. This card right here is not negative or positive, okay? This card is about, it can mean defensiveness, but right now I'm really feeling that defensiveness. I don't usually say that. I usually say, look, he's on top of a hill, but it's a small hill. You're just getting going on this path, right? That's usually how I'm feeling about this card. But with these two cards and my intuition coming in, I am feeling like your trauma that you have been dealing with has clouded some of your actions and reactions to people and situations and in environmental, and I don't mean environmental, okay, the situations within your life, your reactions to them have been clouded and you have become defensive in unnecessary ways occasionally. Please don't be triggered. Please don't be triggered because look what's next, okay? You are recognizing this. You are recognizing this. You are seeing this, okay? We can see him. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is him battling his own egoic qualities, okay? What I'm seeing here is a major transformation, being able to you went through a major depression, okay? My beautiful, lovely Aquariuses, you are already very mental. You're very mental. And I don't mean that in the way that you're mental, I don't mean that in the 80s way of calling you mental. What I'm saying is you are a mental being. Your brain works differently in a good way if you choose to step into that vibration, okay? But you can also choose to be a very defensive Aquarius. I am seeing here in these 3 cards that you are stepping into a new horizon, a new life, if you choose to. This transformation has been painful, heart-wrenching, intense, not only for you, but for everyone around you who loves you, right? They've seen you go through this, but they couldn't put their finger on it either. And I feel like that's what you are starting to do now. You are starting to recognize the qualities where you react to situations, right? And you are starting to understand some of these mental capacities and not allowing them to rule you anymore. Rule you. You are taking the advantage, you are taking the higher ground, we shall say, right? But again, like I said, it's a small hill. It's not a mountain, it's a small hill. You're on top right now because you're looking at what has happened in the past as the past. You don't see it anymore as this is who I am. You are separating yourself from that. Good job. This is starting you out for this new fool, okay? This new fool saying, I'm going to step off this cliff. Notice he's got this flower, love me, not I'm doing me. He's got his knapsack. The sun is shining at his back. You've got this, yeah? You've got this. I'm going to clarify with the light seers. No, it's too many, please. Light seers for Aquarius. Okay, yeah. You don't see how powerful you are. Okay, this is 2 of Swords. This is 2 of Swords. You are blinded by how powerful you actually are. You are blinded by how powerful you actually are, or you have been. I feel like for many of you, this is the precipice where you either take off the blindfold or you continue, right? Beautiful. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn will be starseed. For some reason, I'm also feeling like Capricorn should be clarified by the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, Capricorn. For my Capricorns, give me hands or thumbs if you're a Capricorn. Hands or thumbs if you're Capricorn. Temperance. Temperance. Oh, yes. You are looking for that balance. Feeling that balance. Okay. Now, I love the connotation of this card because they're saying this is, okay, so usually temperance is showing 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground, showing the balance between the two, right? Look here. You're manifesting. Look at the angels at hand. Look at them holding your manifested dreams together. So what you are thinking, they are holding that together and making a reality of it. This is your angels making a reality of your manifestations, okay, as you stay in this balanced state. I do feel like many of you are looking for balance in this. Okay, can I please get another one for Capricorn? Can I please get another one for Capricorn? Four of Pentacles. Interesting. So normally in the traditional tarot, the Four of Pentacles is that dude. He's sitting like this, like with his little legs up, and he's like holding all the coins and everything. He has no hands to receive with because he's holding so tightly. He has no hands to receive with. So I love this connotation because as we look here, he's holding his hand out, right? And there's this gold piece right here. And is he receiving or is he letting go? Is he receiving or is he letting go? This is about stabilization of where you are now. Again, talking about balance and this manifested dream. I feel like for someone out there, this is speaking heavily to the fact that you've been trying to manifest something big. Something big. whether this is on an internal spiritual level for your spiritual growth or on a manifested physical plane level in this 3D world that we live in. I feel like you've been trying to manifest something big, and you're on this precipice of, am I receiving or am I holding on too tightly, right? Am I receiving or am I holding on too tightly? Can I get another card, please, for Capricorn? For Capricorn. I feel this fear. I feel this fear that's bubbling up within me. Princess of Cups. Interesting. I haven't seen her in a minute. Not in this deck, I mean. Not in this deck. Princess of Cups. So look here how we have the cup here with the rainbows coming out, the different facets of her. Okay. And notice now I don't want you to, when I'm about to say darkness, I don't want you to take that in a negative connotation. The darkness that looks like it's permeating her mind, but it's not so much that. It's more like the darkness is being expanded or being pushed from her. We also see these intense energy fields, and we see again, there are angels or entities holding things together for you. They are there assisting you, right? What is that? I don't know what this thing is. I was trying to, does anybody, if you know what that is, let me know. I don't know what that thing is. We see the people behind her in subjugation, right? Down on their knees. Is it an acorn? No, it's a sphere. It's too it's spheric, or it's, yeah, kind of. But do you see these beings back here in subjugation and their energy being pulled upward, right? Interesting. Capricorn. You don't know how amazing you are. And if you watched my video earlier about self-destructive behaviors and self-punishment, right? That's very much what I'm feeling here. These beings in the background that are subjecting themselves in a certain way. It almost looks like they're praising someone, but there's this this feeling of flagellation or subjugation, where are you giving or receiving? Do you know? Do you know what you're asking of the universe? Why are you punishing yourself? Please understand there is a balance. I'm going to have to pull the Fool again. The Fool again. Now in this deck, it's called the Sacred Clown. I love it. Look, he even has a banana in his pants. Is that a banana, or are you just happy to see me? But notice how he walks through the entrapments of gilded gold. There are these traps with diamonds within them. And I feel like for many of you, okay, thank you. I feel like for many of you, you have been in situations that have been almost entrapment, where the true essence of a situation was not revealed, and therefore you have guilt, self-flagellation, these kind of things coming about you because you were maybe in a very young age, or maybe you did not understand the full scope of the situation or the relationship you were getting involved in. They want you to release. They want you to release that, for it is blocking what you are trying to pull in, okay? They are trying to help you manifest this amazing thing, but you have this intense amount of guilt or shame, right? Shame, guilt, very different things actually. But you have this intense amount of shame or guilt that is blocking you from receiving and starting your new journey. Starting your new journey. The reason he's called the Sacred Clown is because he's able to laugh at life. He's able to step back and see the reason it's all happening. He can see it. He can see why he had to fall down, why he had to step into these moments of entrapment so that he could help guide others coming forward in life. I'm going to say, Capricorn, the overall I'm feeling here is you're too hard on yourself. You're way too hard on yourself. This Princess of Pentacles is this Princess of Cups is saying you are highly intuitive. They are assisting you. They are trying to assist you, but you are emanating some, it's not, I don't want to say darkness, because I feel like that's the wrong word to get across what I'm trying to mean. It's like you're emanating this, it's hard not to say self-flagellating. It's almost like you're beating yourself up at a consistent level in every situation. When something goes wrong, even if it's not your fault, you're like, I shouldn't have gotten myself into that situation. Does that make sense? It's time to start having a little bit more sacred clown. Put a banana in your pants. It's time to start laughing about the downfalls and the pitfalls that come with this human existence. And don't take yourself so seriously. No one else does. No one else is taking you that seriously. Why are you? That is the question. Why are you taking yourself so seriously when no one else does? And I don't mean no one takes you seriously. What I mean is you are taking your pitfalls, your downfalls too seriously. And it is affecting the trajectory, the propulsion of your destiny and what you're meant to receive in this life. They are ready for you to step into the sacred clown. Laugh. Put a banana in your pants. Not literally. You might, that sounds disgusting. But laugh. Laugh about it. Notice how much power he has. Notice how the sun is burning behind him, yet he is untouched by it. Notice the bear traps filled with this human 3D world, diamonds and gold, treasures. And he's like, I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that, right? Beautiful. Clarify with the light seers. Again, I just felt it for Capricorn. Clarify, please, with the light seers for Capricorn. The sun is coming, my darling. Okay, so this is how you are meant to be in this world. Here comes the sun. You are a child of joyful expression. You are a sacred clown. You are meant to enjoy this life. You are meant to rejoice in this life. You are meant to draw from the joy of this life. You are the block. I don't mean that to trigger you or to point fingers, okay? What I am saying is, are you receiving or are you releasing? Do you even know? This thing you're trying to manifest will not come into play until you're able to balance yourself, to temperate yourself. Many of you are having issues with blame, self-blame, right? Move through that. Okay, who's next? Who's next? You're going to have to help me out here. If you haven't had it done yet, let me know. Let me know. Who's next? What sign is next? Whew. We have pulled the Fool in almost every one. Who's next? We will be using light seers next. Scorpio. 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 Okay, I was going to use light seers next. So I'm going to reverse these and we are going to use Everyday Witch Tarot. Everyday Witch Tarot. For Scorpio, please. For Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Something's a churning and a turning, y'all. Something's a churning and a turning, Scorpio. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Wands, very much about travel. I love how they actually show that in this picture. Very much about travel, okay? So a big change in location for many of you. I don't usually get specific, but we're going to do that right now. A big change in location for some of my Scorpios out there, or at the very least, a desire to change location, okay? And Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. The Six of Wands came out on the side. We're going to keep that. The Six of Wands came out on the side. This is very much about the give and take. The give and take. I'm feeling like, okay, I'm feeling like for some of you, lovely. I'm feeling like for some of you, and you will know who I'm speaking to here, you have been paying back karmic debts, whether it's from this lifetime or previous ones. They want you to understand those have been paid. For someone out there, you'll know who I'm speaking to. For someone out there, you'll know who I'm speaking to. Those karmic debts have been paid. And if you feel like okay, so I'm feeling two different things here. I'm feeling a change in location for some of you. And some of you I'm even feeling like have been like, I want to say like almost in exile, because you feel like it's almost like a subconscious, and I'm going to say subconscious, not like you made a choice to do this, not like you did this consciously, but it's almost like you put yourself into an exile or an isolation, or you moved away from other people because you were unintentionally hurting them through your actions. Like you knew they loved you and you were going through this growth process, which brought about a lot of destructive behaviors. And therefore you were unintentionally, I want to make that clear, hurting others who, not intentionally, but unintentionally hurting others. And you were like, you know what? If I'm going to be hurting an MFer, I'm just going to hurt myself. At least when I'm alone, I only hurt myself, right? So you put yourself into this strange, like, exile. Well, they're saying it's time to come back to life. Okay, now this may not be specific to your exact circumstance, but take this into how it resonates for you. Have you put yourself into any kind of self-imposed, like removing yourself from people because you're afraid that your actions or behaviors or self-destructive patterns are going to hurt them? They're saying that wheel is turning. Okay, that wheel is turning. Those karmic debts have been paid. You've paid them back. You're not allowed anymore. I'm telling you, this is from your spirit guide, whoever you are out there. You are no longer allowed to punish yourself. You are no longer allowed to punish yourself. Your karmic debts have been paid, and the Wheel of Fortune is ready to turn in your favor. However, if you stay in this self-imposed exile, you will continue to stay at this bottom of the wheel. They're ready to turn this wheel in your favor. And notice how the wheel in this exact card is pointing to home. Again, I'm feeling like there's going to be a move for you. For some of you, there will be a physical move. Not for everyone. If everybody's moving, if every Scorpio moved at the same time, we'd have millions, if not billions of people moving at the same time, right? What I'm saying is this is a very big move for you in general. This means I'm opening myself back up to the world, but as the new and improved version of me, meaning I have new limitations. I have new boundaries. I will not put up with the same BS as before. I will not hurt the ones I love like I did before through the painful destruction of myself, because I have no desire to do so, right? Because I have no desire to do so. Oh, I'm going to clarify this with the Radiant Wise deck for my Scorpios. Dang, there was something that buzzed hard. Went back in like it's kind of like when you got a turtle head turd trying to come out, just sucks right back in right when you're ready to push it out. You know, if you're new to my channel, I love talking about poop, y'all. I love talking about poop. Oh, interesting. Here's that Four of Pentacles I was talking about before. Remember earlier we had that Four of Pentacles that came out in the David Bowie deck. And he was holding out the pentacle, and I said, are you receiving or are you giving? Okay, you're holding on tightly. Okay, you're holding on tightly to an old story. You're not who you used to be. You're holding on very tightly to a very old story. You're not that person anymore. And you can't receive the new energy that is ready to flow into the new energetic person that you are, right? Clean that mud off the flashlight, yet you're still living as if you should be punished, okay? That's what I'm feeling there. Because the next card out is Five of Pentacles, right? This is very much a mindset. Saying, I don't deserve anything more. Yeah, you do. And you're a shadow worker. Don't you understand? Don't you understand that the reason when I say this happened to you, I mean for you and not to you, are shadow workers out there? I mean, this is nothing against our light workers. I have some great light workers in this tribe. They change our energetic frequencies, but shadow workers are given the hardest circumstances and the hardest lives and the most traumatic experiences, because in getting through that, they will teach the world that you can overcome and you can become. Okay. Who is next? That was Scorpio. That was Scorpio. Who's next? Okay, we've done it for a minute, so I'm going to put all the cards back. We're about halfway through now. So I'm going to put all the cards back so that everybody has a chance to get I'm feeling what y'all are saying. More than you know, y'all. More than you know. Putting them all back. Who is next? Okay, Virgo. For my Virgos out there. So funny, I just cut the deck and look what came up. Virgos, you're getting Radiant Wise. You're getting Radiant Wise Tarot. For my Virgos. Take a big old deep belly breath. Give me a thumbs up or a hands up. High five if you're a Virgo or if you resonate strongly with Virgo in your chart. Y'all, I'm doing a hair conditioning treatment. That's why my hair looks all clumpy and almost like if I had long hair, I would have dreadlocks right now. It's all sticking to everything. But when you're growing out a pixie cut, you got to condition your hair pretty much all the time. Okay, for my Virgos, take a big old deep belly breath, release all expectation of this reading so that they can blow your mind. Look again. We got our Nine of Wands. Okay. There it is again, right? I know you've been through it, baby. Every one of these wands, that stands for a battle, right? That stands for a battle. And I love his face. It cracks me up. He's like, I dare you. Come at me again with your BS, right? He is so used to life being shitty that that's all he expects. And this is not always the meaning of the card. I'm telling you exactly what I'm feeling. I'm an intuitive reader, okay? But look at what's coming out next. The sun. Here comes the sun, right? Even when the sun, they're saying, even when the sun's coming at you, you question it. And not without good reason, right? Not without good reason. The trauma and PTSD are clear in this picture. His head's all bandaged up. He's all freaked out. He's like, come on then. I'm ready to beat you with my staff. And whenever I beat you, I'm going to get me a new stick and that'll be my 10 of Wands, right? Nines are about completion. We also have the sun here saying, you have forgotten, my love. You have forgotten what it's like to be a child, to be innocent, to be innocent. The white stands for innocence. This is normally red. It looks orange here in this deck, but this is normally red. The red stands for passion, your verb for life. So where you are scared of being hurt again, you are blocking new. So as you are protecting yourself, that comes with a downfall, and they want you to understand what you are giving up. You are giving up the joy of fresh experiences. Yes, you might get hurt by this new experience, but you will also, and more painfully, lose out on the beautiful joy that may be coming to you because you are only seeing what might come to you in a way that may hurt you. I'm going to pull another card there. You are completing this cycle. You are completing this cycle. That 9 says that you're completing. Okay, that 9 says that you are completing. Okay. But this is a choice. Okay? This is a choice. 2 of Pentacles. Even when crap is rocky behind you, right? You still have a choice to maintain your own energetic being. You still have a choice to maintain your own energetic field. Okay, even when everything around you is crazy, we can look at the world right now, and this is like, okay, this is like politics and, you know, Trump and Biden and coronavirus. This is our world right now. It's all shaky and crazy. But that's also part of the limniscate, the ups and downs of it all. What are you learning? What are you taking away? And are you managing this flow with ease? Okay? Are you managing this flow with ease? It's down. Or, and I'm going to say this because this card, I just cut the deck. Or are you directing these anxieties and depressions? Are you allowing certain addictions such as drinking alcohol, eating, binge watching shows that are not for your best mental, growth? Are you being a slave to those things? Okay, that's what the devil means in concept, being a slave to those egoic things. Being a slave to those egoic things so that we can avoid the past traumas. And when we look forward, it's very difficult to see the sun if we have that blocking it. Okay, can I please get a clarifier from the Everyday Witch? The Everyday Witch. Can I please get a clarifier? Beautiful. 9 of Pentacles. And 6 of Swords. Okay. So I have 2 very different type of Virgos out there. I have my Virgos. Now remember, 9s are Virgo. Okay. So you were expected to go through this intense life change, this intense trauma. But you were also expected to assimilate that and teach others through the way that you recovered. Through them watching you recover from that, you have no idea how many people you will affect and teach. Now we see here this woman. This is 9 of Pentacles. This is the card of Earth and 9, so it's very much representative of Virgo. And she's sitting in her spot. You can tell she put time into making this spot. The plants that she has around her, this tree of abundance behind her, which she obviously takes care of, right? She's reading her favorite book. She's got a good glass of wine. She's really sitting within herself. Now we also have this 6 of Swords. Now I'm feeling like many of you recognize that this is your true desire, whereas many of you may have for a long time been looking for a way out. What were you desiring in your way out? You were desiring simply the simple joys in life, right? This is about the simple joys in life. This is about abundance in its most simplistic yet fantastic form. The abundance of simply being within yourself. And I love how she's wearing red slippers, kind of like Dorothy, right? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And here we have the Six of Swords coming out. There's no place like home. Like she's running home, right? And in this picture, we can see she's got all of her swords in her back, and she's got a guide. She's got some type of guide who's carrying her along, or who's guiding the way under this intuitive full moon. Okay, they're bringing out this yellow moon. I call it a sick moon, because when the moon is yellow, it's drawing the sickness from the world. That's what my grandmother told me. Drawing the sickness from the world. Okay, she is following her intuition. So you may not have an actual physical person. You may not have an actual physical person, but you're following your intuition. They're saying, we know you cannot see where you're going, but we will take care of you. We will guide you. We will get you here. Okay, but if you continue to be chained, to your traumas and continually look for the negative, we cannot bring you the sun. Okay? Beautiful. Okay, who's next? Who is next? I've already lost track of all the ones we've done because I'm just doing them. So we've done Aquarius, Pisces. We haven't done Aries. How about Aries? Okay, Aries. We're going to use Everyday Witch for Aries. Everyday Witch for Aries. Give me a hands up about... I don't have many Aries in my tribe. Do I have any Aries here today? That would be interesting. I doubt it. But I'm sure we have some Aries at least in your charts, right? What's up with Aries? Aries. What's up with Aries? Aries. North Node Aries, awesome. Virgo full moon last night, absolutely. I'm a Virgo sun, for those of you that don't know. Virgo sun, Leo moon, Cancer rising. Knight of Swords for Aries. Knight of Swords for Aries. Beautiful. You're all expanding on yourselves right now. I think it's very interesting. I love that no one is getting like their cards, like Aries, Wands, you know, their exact cards. You're expanding yourselves and you are in uncharted territories. They're saying uncharted territories. You're meant to be Aries right now. You're meant to be. We all are meant to be. Aries, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. What else for Aries, please? Interesting. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. A lot of internal conflict going on, maybe even conflict with those around you. I'm feeling more like things did not work out exactly the way that you thought they would. No. Yeah. And it's brought about a lot of strife, anxiety, and depression. However, you're overcoming that. This came out upside down. So we have here the Nine of Swords. So a lot of swords. This is a very mental time for you. And when I say mental, I mean that your brain is assimilating the things that have changed in your life in a very traumatic way recently. Okay, we see that you certainly were charging forward with a certain belief, a certain thought process, and it's almost like everything went wrong. Like you really thought you knew how this would go, and it went completely opposite. You could not see this coming, right? But I love that the Nine of Swords came out upside down, because it's like you're not going to be sitting there in your own pity party, right? You see that the sun's in the background. You see the cardinal here sitting on the windowsill. This is a passed on loved one saying, oh, I see, my love. I see. I'm right here with you. This did not turn out the way I thought it would, but I'm not sitting in my pity party. You could be depressed over it. You could fall back into this cycle. And I'm saying fall back into the cycle because you've done that before, right? You've done that before. This is beautiful. I'm feeling like for you, Aries, you're breaking a cycle of falling into the victimization and depression of a simple circumstance. Not simple. That sounded very demeaning and derogatory. A circumstance that did not work out the way that you expected or wanted it to. in a way that really shook you up, right? In a way that really shook you up. This may have to do with family, friends, or a job, whatever that circumstance is for you. But for the first time, they brought this to you. And for the first time, you didn't sit in the pity party of it. You were like, okay, you felt it, right? You felt it. And you're like, okay, that sucked. I'm getting back up. I'm getting back up. The reason it's very important that this card came out upside down, and I feel this very strongly, is you broke a cycle of victimization, okay? You broke a cycle of victimization here. Yeah, you're not going to fall for that again. No, and it's your own mind tricks. We all have it. We all have it, Aries. We all have that. Spirit, what else for Aries? They're saying pick up a different deck. We're going to use the Starman Tarot to clarify for Aries. They broke that cycle, so what's coming? What's coming, right? You broke that cycle, so when you break a cycle, you get that Fool. What's coming out next? What is the next challenge? What's the next cycle? What's the next excitement? That verb for life, right? Oh, I said the Fool, and look it. They're saying, get ready. You're starting a whole new thing. And the Chariot, look at this. Okay, so we have the Fool and the Chariot. The Chariot is about forward movement, after being chained and enslaved for a very long period of time, overcoming major obstacles, major obstacles, major forward movement, breaking a very big chain, a very big cycle, not only probably in your lifetime, but an ancestral cycle that you may be breaking for generations to come. Good job, Aries. Outstanding. Good job. Get ready for this new life and let this go, for it is no longer yours. It is no longer yours. It is no longer yours. Okay. Who's the next? So we did Aries, we did Pisces, we haven't done Taurus. Let's do Taurus. We're going to be using the Light Seers Tarot for Taurus. Give me a thumbs up if I have any Tauruses out there. Aries and Taurus are I don't have many. Tauruses. Leo, I'm excited about Leo. Pretty much everyone I love in my life has been a Leo, it feels like. I mean, the ones I've had the closest relationships with, they've all been Leos. My mother's a Leo. My father was a Leo. My first love was a Leo, like true love, you know. I had another love that was a Leo. As we speak of love, we're not keeping it. It's probably because that was in my mind. We won't keep it. Beautiful intentions. Okay, Taurus. And we're talking about Leo. Okay. Leo will be next. Taurus. Hello. Leo's really wanting to come out. We're going to save this deck for Leo because I'm feeling Leo vibrations all up in it, and I don't want to cheat my Tauruses. Okay, for Taurus. The Radiant Wise Tarot for Taurus, please. Please take a big old deep belly breath. Release all expectation of this reading so they can answer your questions. For Taurus, the Hanged Man. Odin. I love it. Now we will see if this is energy of sacrifice and enlightenment or stuck energy in just a moment here. Let's see what the follow-up cards are. The Hanged Man for Taurus. Our stubborn bulls out there. You know, I feel like this should be the card of Taurus, not, anyway, not the devil, not anything like that. I feel like this should be the card of Taurus. He's like this so-called stuck energy. It's more about stubborn to me. For Taurus, please. The Hanged Man. Oh, that was too many. for Taurus, please. The only upright one was the Page of Pentacles. Just FYI, I'm not keeping it. Or too many. For Taurus. Okay. Yeah, there's that stubborn energy. Okay, so some of you, yes, may be feeling stuck. If you have Taurus heavily in your chart, you may be feeling that stuck energy, and it's hard to see the blessings that are coming in when you have this focus on what has been lost, okay? But there is enlightenment in this process. It's still hard to see. It may not be fully stuck. This may still be a sacrifice of your current time. This is almost like an isolation period, like a time out, right? A time out for the benefit of enlightenment, we see here, I was talking earlier about the Hanged Man in our Starman Tarot. He has his hands behind his head, and his thumbs are out, and his head is back. You can tell he's there by choice. In this card, it's really hard to tell that he's there by choice. It looks like his hands are tied behind his back, right? But we see he's there for the purpose of enlightenment, and we can see he's there by choice by the look on his face, okay? He is making a sacrifice. This card very much is like Odin, who hung upside down from a tree, the old Norse god, hung upside down from a tree. Also very much like Jesus Christ being hung on the cross, right? For the benefit of enlightenment, for the wisdom of the gods, for the knowledge of the gods, right? He hung upside down from a tree for 9 days without food or water as a sacrifice to get the wisdom of the gods. What are you willing to sacrifice? Some of you, God is trying to hand you a new opportunity, but your internal focus right now is on that which is not working out, on that which is not meant to be in your future, on that which is lost. They're asking you to shift your focus so that you can expand your energy field and accept the new gifts that are trying to be handed to you. Yet you can't see them, for your energy frequency is not in alignment. It's sort of like you're operating down here, and I'm not saying that's of any fault of your own. Like you didn't put yourself here, but it's darn well your fault if you stay here, right? You may not have put yourself here, but it's darn well your fault if you stay here. Your energy frequency's here, but your divine destiny is here. So everything that's meant for you to receive, you can't even see. It's not even in your periphery, okay? Because all you can see is what has been lost. Okay, Taurus? Okay. And Temperance. Lovely. Temperance again. Balance and ground yourself. Okay? Are you part of the physical and the spiritual world? There is a new path. If we look closely here, there's a new path that's available to you. Again, you can't see it. For some reason, you are not able to see this new shiny path that is just for you. All of that stuff that happened to you actually happened for you to open this new path. Yet, for some reason, wherever your focus is right now, you cannot see this new thing opening up, whether it's a relationship, a job, a situation. There's something you're missing because you are so intensely focused on what hasn't worked out. Beautiful. Okay, we've done the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, fire signs. We need to do Leo. Leo is next. I apologize if I've said the wrong sign while you know what sign I was doing. I don't know if that's happened. I feel like it could have. Okay. Leo, we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot because this one was speaking to Leo. Do I have any Leos out there? Give me a hands up or a thumbs up if you're a Leo. Okay, Leo. I apologize. I'm not going to apologize. My readings often are going to tell you things that will probably trigger you. I don't mean to sound or be rude or I can't think of the word judgmental, right? I don't mean that. I'm here for self-growth. I'm very hard on myself, and therefore I'm very hard on others. Please understand, I love you guys so much, and I'm only here in terms of wanting you to grow, of wanting you to grow. First card out, 10 of Cups, Leo. Beautiful. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Let's pull a few more. 10 of Cups. 2 cards came out. Okay, we're keeping them. Okay, we have 10 of Cups. The Tower. And the Star. Okay. For many of my Leos, you had this vision of your life, the way things the way they should have worked out, and in pursuing this life, you built faulty foundations, and they had to bring it down with a tower. Now, I want to make this very clear. I don't feel like this tower is ever present. However, it's as if you're looking at this tower for the first time in your life as a true transformation. Notice the butterflies. Notice the butterflies. And notice the lightning striking this like God-made structure, right? This is a nature-made structure. It's not man-made. But it's not a sturdy one. And what they're saying is this life that you envision for yourself, believe me, my love, this is not me talking, my love, this is them talking. Even though it looked pretty on the outside, it's not what you would have wanted, no matter how much you think you would have, okay? No matter how much you think you would have, because we have something so much better for you. We have something so much better for you. But in the process of these mini tower moments that have happened to you, between the space of what you dreamed of and what is, you have forgotten to dream. You have forgotten to make wishes. Notice here in the Star how she is lassoing. She is lassoing the Star. She's pulling it down to herself. You have forgotten how to dream. If you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are, right? Anything your heart desires will come to you. That is the deal that the universe has with you. Some of you have forgotten along the way because this dream did not work out, even though it did not work out in your best interest, right? In your best interest, even though that thing that the storybooks and the fairy tales and your mama and your daddy told you are the things you should want didn't work out. They didn't work out in your best interest. Even though they looked so pretty on picture. They looked so pretty on picture. Some of you even got this dream and realized, oh, this is nothing like I thought it would be. And that's okay. You didn't screw up. That's what they want to tell you. You didn't screw up. This was part of it. But don't forget, it's time to start dreaming again. Don't let the fact that this dream was reshapen, taken down, built on sturdier foundations, and reshapen. Okay? This isn't trash. This was meant to happen. This was meant to happen. Reshape your dream, my dear Leo. Reshape your dream. You've forgotten how to dream. Okay. So, fire signs. We've done Aries, Leo. We have not done Sagittarius. Let's do Sagittarius. Do I have any Sagittarians out there? Give me a thumbs up if I have a Sagittarian. If I have a Sagittarian. Putting them all back again. Putting them all back again. Sagittarians. We are going to be using... We're all going to have Gemini Cricket in our dreams tonight. That song's going to be... That's one that sticks in your head, you know? Okay, Sagittarians. We're going to be using the... I just cut it in half. 2 of Cups. We are going to be using the Starman Tarot for our Sagittarians. Starman. Two of Cups came out first, and look, you saw that pop out. The Lovers. The Lovers. Dripping with honey and yumminess. Okay, this is very much about making a choice to make a commitment. To make a commitment. Hold on. Hold up. Hey. Prince of Wands. Prince of Wands. Powerful. Powerful. A lot of fire, a lot of love, a lot of, whew, Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy. One more, please, for my Sagittarians out there, for my Sagittarians. Oh, yes, some of you. Yes. Okay, Lord of mercy. Okay, Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords. Okay, I love this card. Like I said, this is Starman Tarot. This is the dude, David DeAngelis, the one that made this book. He did the artwork. His wife did the writing. Both of them, most beautiful artwork and writing I've ever seen. However, he did all the artwork for David Bowie. Now, this very much represents Sid Vicious. Okay, this represents Sid Vicious. Now, if you don't know who Sid Vicious was, he was an awesome pop icon back in the day. And he went through a heavy drug period, partying period, as many did, especially during the 70s, 80s, and 90s and whatever. And he almost died from a drug overdose. He had a near-death experience. He did die. He died and he was brought back to life. But in his moment of death, he had a moment and he connected with Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ, he said, came to him. Now, here's what's interesting. As I'm saying this, look way back there in the background. Look back there. Jesus Christ came to him and Jesus said, look, I know you've been beat up, my love, in this life. I know it. Look at his arm. He has a thorn. He has a crown of thorns, but it's around his arm, right? He's beat up. He's tore up. And God said to him, I know you've had a hard time in this life. And if you're ready to check out now, I'm here with open arms and I'm so ready to receive you, my child. But if you want to go back, we have work for you to do. And Sid Vicious came back from this near-death experience and he went from being this super partier, having sex, drugs, rock and roll, that whole lifestyle. He was doing that consistently. And he changed his whole life. And he put all of his proceeds from his money from concerts rather than from into partying and drugs. He put all that money into nonprofits to support people and help people get out, showing people an example of how to come through that trauma, right? Of how to come through that trauma. They are saying very specifically here, you have a choice. You have a choice. And I feel like many of you know this if you're feeling this, okay? Because the Lovers, yes, it can have to do with a romantic relationship, but it also has to do with you are making a very serious life choice right now, okay? You're making a very serious life choice right now. We also have here the Prince of Wands, right? The Prince of Wands. Now, notice how much power you have. Notice the power coming from his third eye chakra. You have an intense amount of power. Be careful here with your individual. The verbalization of this is going to trigger someone, so I've got to change that. Yes, Sex Pistols absolutely was his band. Your individual tendencies to do it all on your own, right? To do it all on your own. Me against the world. Me against the world. They're asking you to make a choice in that here. Is it you against the world? Or is it you with the world? I feel like some of you are on a precipice of that right now. And it's going to define, for those of you looking for love, this is only for those of you who are looking for love, it's very much going to define continuing pulling in these relationships that happen to be, I feel like some of you have experienced highly toxic relationships due to the fact that you are so injured internally, and you haven't done that you had not done that self-healing. I feel like a lot of you have now. It's like you're the Sid Vicious coming out on the other side of the dream, you know, and that's why you're at the precipice. It's like you've been through this, right? And I feel like some of you out there have even been through, had narcissistic tendencies. I'm not calling you a narcissist. Please do not let that trigger you. I have had those, tons of them. Toxic, narcissistic tendencies, all of that. It's a spectrum, y'all, and we've all done it. But the difference is you realized it. And now you have a choice. Do I want to be me against the world, or do I want it to be me and the world? Me with the world. Okay? This is a choice now. This is a choice now. Can I please get a clarifier from Radiant Wise? Clarifier, please, from Radiant Wise. By the way, if you missed my earlier Sunday church, these are shadow I'm in a shadow working place right now. So if you are looking for more fluffy entertainment, there are so many great tarot readers out there. And I don't mean to be that doesn't mean, I don't mean to be rude that they are fluffy. But if you're looking for more lighthearted right now, this is, I apologize. We are doing shadow work right now. That's where we're at. Okay. So we have a 10 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands. Again, this is a huge choice. This is where you are. This is where you are. Is it you against the world, or is it you with the world? This is very much not only a state of mind, a state of being, but a state of your energetic field and the way that you see your story, Sagittarius. Are you reliving the same story over and over? They're saying right now, Sagittarius, you are at a precipice. They're asking you, again, we have these angels up here holding together what is beautiful, asking you to make a choice, asking you to tap into the hive mind of the bees. The bees represent the hive mentality that we all truly have within us. Or do you want to separate yourself from the hive mentality? Do you want to separate yourself from the hive mentality and go it alone? Me against the world, right? There are times when this persona, the armor suited the circumstance and who you were and where you were in life. There were times that this suited you, and I'm not saying you won't have to draw upon it again, but please understand, it's there for you to draw upon. It's not there for you to wear every day. This armor, it's not meant for you to wear every day. Okay? Because when you take that armor off and you look at your wounds, who do you have there at the end of the day that really gets you? Okay? Beautiful. Okay, we did the fire signs. We did the earth signs. I don't think we did all the water signs. Who did we miss? We did Pisces. We did Cancer. We did Scorpio. So we did do all the water. Did we do all the signs? Did I miss anybody? If I did, I'm going to feel like a jerkhole, which I usually do miss somebody. Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, right? Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. We did Cancer, right? Did we not do Cancer? I feel like we didn't do Cancer. Yeah, we didn't do Cancer. So Cancer. I'm a Cancer rising, y'all, so I promise you that's just the one that's hidden for me. It's okay. It's probably the one I don't want to look at. And here's what's funny. Look at the top of this deck. Oh, all I have to do is look down when I have a question. I don't know why I don't do it more often. Okay, Cancer. I love my Cancers. My little crabs. Shit comes at you and you go in your shell. That's me, man. That's My rising sign's Cancer. That's what I show the world. I'm like, you're going to come at me, I'm going to go, or I'm going to pinch and attack. That's my two modes. You come at me, I'm either going to go in my shell or I'm going to pinch the shit out of you. It's not going to be fun. Not going to be fun. That was the Knight of Swords, but we're not keeping it. A lot of mental stuff going on right now. A lot of head work. A lot of the mental. Please understand, you are not your thoughts. You are the thing watching them, right? You are the thing watching them. For Cancer, please. For Cancer. Okay. The World. Beautiful. I can't believe that's the first time we've gotten this today. The World. Finishing a major cycle. This isn't like completion of 9s and 10s. This is the World. I have completed a cycle. I now see why it happened for me and not to me, right? This is a completion of a major cycle. Completion of a major cycle. Assimilating the information that you have learned in this cycle. You're in this nice regenerative process, I'm hearing. This regenerative stage, Cancer, where you are understanding what you have been through and assimilating it into your forward movement. Beautiful. Assimilating it into your forward movement and trajectory. And they're asking you to do that on a very conscious level and subconscious. As you do it on a conscious level, it will happen in a subconscious level. Too many. But that's funny. The one on top of the deck is Cancer. Breaking yourself free from chains, long old. This is breaking yourself free from old traumas, things that kept you cycling and cycling and cycling through, now on a new trajectory, a new path, yes, to freedom. Freedom. One more, please, for Cancer. Ooh, powerful stuff, Cancer. You're at this, what my mother calls in the meantime. You know, you're mean as shit when you're in this because you're right in this assimilation process where you're really getting it. In the meantime. Right there in that meantime. But moving forward, absolute forward movement. I would especially, I'm hearing March and April. Expect if you don't start moving, they're going to start pushing you. They're going to start pushing you if you don't start moving. I know this assimilation process has taken longer than you would have liked. It's okay. It's okay. The Moon, Cancer. Look at you showing up all over the place. All over 3 major arcana cards. So this is saying you're going through an intense period right now. These are of all of the zodiac, this is the strongest these are the strongest cards that have come out, like all 3 of them being major arcana, having the World, finishing an enormous cycle, breaking free from chains of old cycles, right? Chains of old cycles and things that were hidden being shown to you, right? Things that were hidden being shown to you. Now, what's interesting is that in the vice versa tarot, the Chariot on the reverse side shows the pillars of the moon and how he's broken free of that, right? So this is very much about breaking free from old trauma and also illusion. And what I want to say here is for some of my Cancers out there, okay? The thing that you're breaking free from, the cycle that you're finally clearing out, that you're finally changing over, these are things that turned into, I'm sorry, I have a couple of different images coming in that are scary. Monsters in your mind. It's almost like, you know how when you were a little kid or even an adult, it still happens to me today, and you're laying there in the dark and there's like something in the corner of your room that looks like a person, you know, like the way like a coat rack would stand with a jacket, it looks like a man staring at you, right? You have made monsters of situations and you have looked at them with the light and broken free of it. I love the moon here because we see that the sun and the moon within the illumination of that which was hidden, the illumination of that monster in the dark that has had a major effect on your anxiety, your decision making, the way you have moved forward in your life, you have finally shined a light on that. Shined that light in the dark and said, that's just a damn coat rack. Okay, stop it. That is a coat rack. It is not a monster in the corner, right? This illumination is the cycle change for you. All of these situations have been tied to a very old situation, and it could be one that was, I'm feeling, in your childhood for many of you. I'm looking down again at the Six of Swords with that moon again, and you're hearing this train coming by, okay? No more illusions. No more illusions. Because the funny thing is, when you turn on the flashlight, it's you. You are the flashlight. You are the flashlight. And when you saw these illusions, you just had some mud on your flashlight, my love. That wasn't your fault. But they're saying now, you see this. And that's what's so special about these three coming out together. You not only see this, but you've broken the chains that it had upon you. The chains that it had upon you, that those illusions had upon you. And you now see situations for the way they are meant to be seen, rather than with that hazy, dark, I want to say negative vibration that was mentally and self-imposed into that situation, right? It's very hard to see a situation clearly with the illusion of misunderstanding around it. And when you attach your experience, a past negative experience, to a current fresh experience, that's what you are breaking free from. So moving forward, you are going to start having experiences in the way that they were meant to be experienced, rather than with the cloak of illusion and negative vibration of fear that was attached to them before, right? Because before, just like the crab you are, when this scary thing happened, you just went in your shell and you didn't understand anything else that happened because it was terrifying. It was terrifying for you, right? But you're stepping outside of that. You're stepping outside of that. Lovely. Can I please get one clarifier, and then we'll close this beautiful reading up? I think I did everybody, right? Lovely, Cancer. Lovely. To clarify, moving forward in your new life without this cloak of ookiness, okay? This cloak that makes you interpret every situation with this negative reaction because this negative thing happened to you before, right? So now that you have seen this and you have moved this cloak away, you've lifted this veil, okay? Now, which way, George? Look how he has the map on the ground. He's flipping a coin. You don't know. And that's the best part. That's the best part. They want you to walk forward, not guessing, not assuming the worst is going to happen. This dude, he's not concerned about the worst thing that would happen. Otherwise, he wouldn't be flipping a coin. He'd be going the way that he thinks the easiest path would be. Now they're saying, flip a coin, because we got your 6. Now you know we got your 6. Now you know we've got your back. Look at the difference in the moon there, how fresh it is. Now you're going to be coming along your path, Cancer, to people who are like-minded and like vibration. Like-minded and like vibration. You're going to be drawing those people in, and the best you is finally going to shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Right, Cancer? Let your light shine. I know you were scared to before, but now everyone can see you. So you may as well let it shine. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. I love you all so much. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss any horoscopes? Okay, we did Cancer. Wait, hold on. Cancer. We did Leo. We did Virgo. We did Libra. We did Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. I think we did everybody, right? Yep, we did Sag. We did Sag. I am going to have to go back probably tomorrow and look at these readings. I will timestamp them tomorrow. So if you're coming on this video and it's not yet tomorrow, which is what, the 1st? If it's not yet March 1st, if it's not tomorrow, I haven't done it yet. So you, instead of watching the whole thing, they're in no particular order at all. I just started with Gemini and we went from there. I hope you enjoyed this energy check-in. It certainly helped me to break the ice and get back into my horoscopes and feel what you guys are feeling. Please understand that most of this reading today was shadow work reading. Okay, so I was intentionally focusing on what you need to see within your shadow side, which means the stuff you don't want to look at. Okay, so if I triggered you, I love you. I almost said I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because the point is to trigger you a little so that you will look at it. Okay, so you will look at it. I triggered myself a few times, so I get it. I get it, y'all. I get it. I was intentionally trying to focus on those shadow triggers. Okay, March 1st, we're going to be sort of starting a whole new cycle, but we will be working on these shadow triggers a lot throughout this year. So I want you to be prepared for that, and I want you to step into it with grace and with an open heart, and be ready for it. Be ready for, the Fool came out, what, 2 or 3 times in many different decks? Are you ready to jump off that cliff, not knowing what's coming, and yet understanding you're fully supported, not only by your soul tribe right here, but by the huge team of spirit guides, past on loved ones of the light. Your angels are supporting you. They have your 6, okay? They have your 6. I love you all. Let's close it out with a little knocko. And we'll use something totally different. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. They say, don't waste your hate. Rather gather and create. Be of service. Look at the moon cycles. Be a sensible person. Use your words. No, don't be nervous. Soul Tribe. You can do this. You've got purpose. Find your medicine. And use it. Find your medicine, Soul Tribe. The medicine is in the pain. You don't need medicine if you're not in pain. Your medicine only comes through trauma. And your medicine is what's going to save the whole world in your own way. But you can only find it by treating yourself with that medicine. Your medicine. You understand? It's yours. It's your magic. Like and subscribe. It's like tipping. If you would like to actually tip, I have 3 links in my description box. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Please tell me in the notes section what you want to manifest and release for the new and full moon ritual. I love you all. I manifest this reading for you. Catch you on the flip side. Say goodbye, Mandy Pants. I didn't mean to